Archdiocese of Ernakulam-Angamaly rebels against Apostolic Administrator. Calls for justice and accountability reach the Vatican. In an unprecedented revolt, clergy and lay faithful in the Archdiocese of Ernakulam-Angamaly have ignited a firestorm of resistance against Bishop Bosco Puthur, the Apostolic Administrator of the Archdiocese, in response to his latest controversial directive. This circular, mandating that priests and faithful refrain from criticism, public gatherings, and protests, has backfired as it was set ablaze in a powerful protest by nearly every parish across the region. Tensions have boiled over, with church members decrying what they see as an abuse of authority and a violation of their rights and traditions. Leadership crisis and controversial appointments. This wave of anger stems not only from the recent circular but from what many see as troubling and questionable decisions by Bishop Bosco. After all 5 curia members of the Archdiocese resigned and went on leave, Bishop Bosco appointed new curia members, including individuals with documented criminal backgrounds. Notably, Father Puthoor, who is reportedly facing 15 criminal cases across various levels of the Indian judicial system, was among the appointments, drawing severe backlash from both the clergy and the laity. Many feel these appointments blatantly ignore Canon 253 of the Codex Canonum Ecclesiarum Orientalium, CCEO, which governs the ethical and spiritual qualifications of church officials. Cases have since been filed by priests and laypeople seeking justice and adherence to canonical law. The liturgical battle, a dispute rooted in tradition and miscommunication. At the heart of the crisis is a decades-old liturgical dispute that has gripped the Syro-Malabar Church. For over 60 years, the Archdiocese of Ernakulam-Angamaly has celebrated Mass with the priest facing the congregation, fostering a sense of community participation and engagement that is cherished by its faithful. However, the Syro-Malabar Bishops' Synod has been pushing for a standardized liturgical format across all dioceses, forcing this archdiocese to adopt a practice at odds with its historical tradition. When approximately 450 priests within the Archdiocese resisted this imposed uniformity, the Synod responded with threats of excommunication, sparking further outrage. To complicate matters, Pope Francis's involvement in this issue has been surrounded by questions and concerns. The Pope originally called upon Major Archbishop Raphael Thadal to handle the matter through the Synod, clarifying that he did not intend to directly intervene in the internal matters of the Syro-Malabar Church, a sui juris, self-governing, church. However, priests and laity in the Archdiocese argue that the Pope was misinformed, which led to an exhortation issued on July 3, 2021, based on inaccurate facts. A plea for transparency and equality. The Vatican's dicasteries have since been criticized for their ongoing daily oversight and directives, which many claim reveal an unprecedented interference in local church matters. Faithful members of the Ernakulam-Angamaly community are now questioning why they are being denied the opportunity to celebrate the Holy Mass facing the people, a practice aligned with post-Vatican II reforms that promote active participation and are enjoyed by both Eastern and Western Catholic traditions. The Archdiocese continues to ask a simple question: why can't the leaders of the Syro-Malabar Church, as well as the Vatican dicasteries, respect their tradition and allow them to continue their 60-year-old Mass practice? Instead of offering answers, the hierarchy has responded with threats, canonical warnings, and punishments. An urgent call for reform and dialogue. In a church deeply rooted in the Indian tradition of community and participation, this standoff has reached a boiling point, with clergy and laity alike declaring they will not back down until their voices are heard and justice is served. Faithful members are calling for truth, accountability, and respect for their autonomy. The current trajectory, they argue, only alienates them further from the hierarchy and risks splintering the Syro-Malabar Church if left unresolved. The world is watching as this unfolding crisis shakes one of India's most prominent Catholic communities. The faithful now look to the Vatican and the global Catholic leadership, demanding that those in power address the liturgical, administrative, and ethical concerns without delay. This Archdiocese's plea for justice reverberates through the Church. Restore their voice, respect their tradition, and reform the power structures that have led to this impasse before it's too late.